Thing never works when you need it. What's going on? What's going on, folks? There you are down there again, man. I think you guys like it down there. Here's what we're going to do today. Check that out. I masked off around the bridge. Just got it stuck on there with a couple of bridge pins right now. I'm going to take that away and just kind of mask it off because I'm going to rough this area up here, real rough, okay? The area where the bridge sits. Also going to rough the bridge up too. Waiting on that stupid drill to charge. You maybe can hear it at your feet buzzing. Hear them. With this. Put this on the drill. This is just a, I don't know what kind of stuff that's made out of. Now I've got all kind of brushes and attachments and stuff, but I always like this thing for, you know, if I just want to rough up two surfaces to glue together, this gets it done quick and it does a good job. It doesn't rip it up so much as just to scar the surface up. And we'll score it a little bit too, and the bridge. Just take something very sharp, maybe like an ice pick. And you know, just score it up good on the bottom after we rough it up. So bring the camera on over here closer, and we'll get right in. We're going to glue the bridge on this puppy tonight. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. I forgot. Hold on. See, all this is just a big rough wheel. I think you can see that okay. I don't know how long this battery's going to hold up in this, so let's get right to it. It's going to be noisy. Headphone lovers are going to love this, man. Just want to make sure we get down to bare wood to bare wood. Don't want anything between that bridge and this wood surface. And that looks pretty good already. That's what I say, it don't take all day. It's fairly quick, and it doesn't, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but you see that's pretty slick, really. Okay, let me bring you down here just in case you want to see this. You may not. Yeah, it's looking a lot better already. Rougher, I think you can see it compared to how it was. I don't know if the camera's getting those little scratches. I can't see the camera well enough, man. I think it's getting them. And that's just about enough right there. Maybe go over it just a little bit more, but that's what I'm doing. That's what's going on at the house. Like I say, I'll score this up too with an ice pick or something, you know, to help give it more area to bite into. I think that's enough with that. There, maybe you can see the little scratches it puts in it. Actually, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough there right now, but I want to rough it up some more. I got some, I don't even know what grit this sandpaper is. What is it? Aluminum oxide, open coat, 36D, and it is rough. So we just lay that on there. Give it a few numbers on that. And you can see here in a minute it's about the same effect. I don't want to sand too much off of it, but there, maybe if I get the light to glare on it, yeah, I think you can see the scuffness of it. And like I said, we'll take a ice pick and just kind of rough the thing up. You don't want to cut deep, but just make some marks across it. Something for the glue to bite into. Places for the glue to bite. Get one across here. A couple rather, and the front side. Now, if you want to have a look at that now, it's really, get the light to glare on it. Come on, there we go. Really starting to get rough now. And also, do that very same thing to the guitar. Many will want to, you know, you want to go too deep with this. You don't want to rip fibers out. You just want to make a little surface. Little indentations for the glue to bite into. Not want to rip fibers up. I like to go between each hole. Same thing on the bridge. Kind of go between each hole on there. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think we're ready to glue that puppy on. Hold on. Surfaces should be very clean, and you can see that one's not. That one is. I already wiped it down. You should always make sure they are very, very clean surface, both of them, both surfaces. If you want a good bond right here, bare wood to bare wood, you don't ever want it to let go. You see, I'm not getting nearly as much off now as I was. I use Tight Bond Original. That's what I always use on this, because I know whatever is glued with that stuff, if it's glued right and prepared right, it will not come off. It will never let go. Tests have been shown where the wood will break somewhere else before the glue joint breaks, if it's done properly. Okay? So, we want to make sure we do this properly. Alright, nothing like getting your big fat sweaty gut in the picture. I'm sweating, man. It's hot in here. Had a cool day today. We didn't run the air. Now I wish I had. I guess I could turn it on now, but it'd just be more noise. Anyways, I got the bridge. Got 2 pins to align it. I have clamps. I've got wedges. I got wet cloths. I got paper towels, wet and dry. I got glue. Got brush. I think we have everything we need. And I backed the camera off a little bit, because if I zoom in on this area right here, you're not going to be able to see. You know, like when I'm maybe putting glue on the bridge, painting it on there. You know, it's hard to get that in the camera. I don't want to have to think about that. So, here's, I'm using Tight Bond Original, as I said. Shit works good, man, on everything. This is a glue that I trust. I've had very good luck with. And like I say, when you glue something up, when I glue something up with that, I don't worry about it ever letting go. We just want to cover the entire area here. Everywhere that bridge is going to touch, we want glue to be. Get ready to squeeze out later. I even like to get glue between the holes. Don't we all? Woo! Boogity Bob. We get the doo-doo now. Oh yeah, man. Alright. This is what I was talking about. You might not be able, let me make sure I do have it backwards. You might not be able to see this if you can really see that one wing longer than the other one, but I'm going to leave that alone, because I don't think you're going to be able to see that. You know, it's 1/8 of an inch, man. I don't think anyone's going to notice it being 1/8 of an inch off. once the bridge is on the guitar. So I'm going to leave that alone. It's just more work for me if I do try to fix it. Get glue everywhere. Lots and lots of glue everywhere. Make sure that entire surface is touched. Then we're going to go on this way. Line it up with those holes, and I have a couple of pins out here to help assure they're perfectly in line. And the bridge goes down exactly where it's supposed to go. And there it is. Now, let me close this up. We won't need that anymore for a while. Get this squeeze out kind of cleaned up a little bit before we put a clamp on it. I'm probably going to have a bunch of squeeze out. When all is said and done, that's good. That's what we want. More squeeze out. It shows we got good pressure on the thing. Yes, sir. I'll wipe this off better once we get everything clamped up and get it tightened up and all that jazz. Let me fold this rag in inside out now. You have quite a bit of working time with this glue, but you know, like I've said before, I don't like to throw any of that away. I like to work it. You never know what you might run into. So, yeah, it's just good to don't waste your work time, even though you have a lot of it, or think you might. It's just a good idea to keep in mind, you know, kind of keep track of it. The glue starts to set up pretty fast, but starts to set up, I might point out. And we want it to hold that bridge in place, you know, until we get the clamps on it. You know, like when we start putting the clamps on it, we don't want it to move. So I could probably get that right here like this. Yeah, I did. And the other side. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, still getting some. Yeah, man. Like, I just don't want that sucker moving around. You know what I mean? I know I say that too much. Well, it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the pins out. And like I say, it's already starting to set up, man. This is good. Alright. This thing, that's just a piece of aluminum. It's got a piece of felt right there on it. I always set that right in the center of the bridge. Like so. Get this big bad boy down in there. And begin to tighten. We've got a couple of wedges here. Stick in each end of it. And give us a wee bit more squeeze out. Yeah. Things never go as planned, do they? There we go. There we go. And we can start bearing down on it now. Getting more squeeze out as we go. Let's go ahead and get that while I can still reach it. Yes, sir. Ooze out. Ooze out all over the place. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of it back here. Wow, check that out. Lots of ooze out on the back side, more than the front. That's alright, as long as it oozes out. You know what, I can probably get that just a rag. Yeah, oh yeah. Very important that you get a good tight bond right here. I'm going to put more clamps on it too, just to be sure. Now I can get in here with this. Get it a little bit better. That's not tight yet, but like I say, I'll put more clamps on the thing momentarily, and we'll get even more squeeze out. Hopefully. Can you squeeze too much glue out? Is there such a thing? It's really doing that? I hear a lot of people talking about that. I don't think so. But there are people that do think you can get too much squeeze out. I don't think so, man. I don't think you can get too much squeeze out. Squeeze out is a good thing. And get that in here a little bit closer to the edge. Yeah. We're definitely getting a bunch of it, mostly around the back, oddly enough. Very weird. Very much weird. Alright, let's try to get some of that out of there. That was easy enough. Got a lot of squeeze out on the back side. A lot more than the front. I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. Check that out. I smeared most of it up on the back side of the bridge. Got to get that off. Now. I need something. This old little long slim screwdriver's always been good for this. Oh yeah, man. That's a lot better. Mo better. Mo better. I gotta get this again. Get up under here. Yes, sir. Looking good. A lot of you guys been sending me messages on Facebook. Facebook message, emails, PMs on YouTube. Man, there is no way I can reply to all of those. I mean, you would not believe the amount of messages I get on Facebook PMs and YouTube PMs and emails. And guys, I am sorry if you have asked me a question about something, or anything and I haven't replied to, my sincere apologies, because I am swamped in messages. It's almost I can barely read them all. You know what I mean? That's a fact, really. No kidding. I can barely read all of them. There are so many. I do read them all, but wow. Anyways, I want to say I'm sorry, guys, that I can't reply to every single one of you all. I'll try to. Now, if you want a guitar repair done, if you want me to work on your guitar, the best way to get a hold of me is through email. And in that email, put guitar repair as the subject, okay? I'll see that and I'll know someone needs help. You know, I'll see that before I see anything else. Some people just write to say hello, and I appreciate that. Really like it, but it's just impossible, man, you know, to reply to every single one of them. I can't do it. Can't do it. If I did, I wouldn't be doing anything but replying to messages. And you wouldn't get to see any of this kind of stuff. Or anything, for that matter. Alright, let's see where we are. Yeah, that's good. I think we are good to go. Let's look back here again. Yes, sir. Got a nice flat, even bond, I think. Looks good. Good. So now we wait. We get that, well, I'd give it 48 hours before I put strings on it, but it's going to be more than 48 hours before we string this puppy up. But I'd give it at least that long. Before I ever put any stress, you know, on it. Hold on. All I can do now is this. I'm just going to watch it for a while. Keep a close eye on it. And make sure nothing funky goes on with it. And we'll take it from there. So there we go, folks. She's all glued up. I got to be careful with this because I got a mirror inside of there. I had a mirror in there so I could see where the bottom of these clamps, make sure they, you can adjust them, make them tighter or looser. Make sure they didn't, you know, do anything funky to any of the braces. I wanted them against the bridge plate. And that's where they are. That's why there's a mirror in there. Lord have mercy, it is hot city. Woo! Look at this. Next time it's cool, I'm going to run the air anyway. Or at least set it and just leave it alone. Yeah, about the messages, man. Some days I get 200, 250. Some days I get over 600 a day, every day. I'm not talking about comments and videos. I'm talking about PMs on Facebook, PMs on YouTube, and emails, all combined. I could get as many as 600 a day, and that number is going up. So if you got a guitar you want me to work on, put guitar repair in the subject, and I'll see that, and I'll know, you know, maybe we can work something out and I can fix your guitar for you. Other than that, I can't reply. I mean, you know, I do read them all. I try to. Well, I do read them all, but sometimes I get way behind. Also wanted to mention in the end screens, that shirt looks funny. In my end screens, I started featuring one of you guys' channels on every video. Now, you know, if you come to my channel here, you make comments and you comment quite a lot, and I see that, then I'll feature your channel. You know, it may take me a while to get to you, but eventually I'll get to you, and I'll put a link up there at in the end screens to your channel. A few words about, you know, your channel, and try to get people to come over there and have a look. So anyways, that's going to do it for this one, I think. Again, my apologies for the messages I haven't replied to. I just can't do it. I can't keep up, man. Nobody could. I'm going to have to hire an assistant. I guess, to keep up with messages for me. Cue ball's here. Come here, baby. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Good. Oh, yeah. There you go. Anyways, the guitar's dry. It's really dry. It's up a lot from what it was when it came here, but it's still very dry. So, definitely going to be humidifying this guitar more. What you been doing, Q? We're just getting ready to sign off. You want to tell our YouTube family, say, I love you. What? What? Oh, I love you. Oh, you're getting carried away. It's going to be a party. I love you. Now, wait a minute. What is it? Good. What? Oh, it's a sneeze. I love you. I know what she's saying. I know what it is. Oh, there you go. I love you. I love you. Woo. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention, some of you guys made comments about putting the neck on the guitar first and then the bridge to get the intonation right. These guitars come with blueprints and templates and all kind of crap, which I don't have here. And some of them have the bridge footprint on the guitar. This one had that, and that's what I partially used it to get. I used it to set the intonation, make sure the intonation is right, to get the bridge right this way. To get it right from left to right, I just centered the third and fourth strings with the center seam of the top here. But there was a very clear, distinct line on the front of the bridge toward the sound hole in that footprint. I don't know if the owner got blueprints or templates or anything with this guitar or not. Didn't even ask him. But according to my measurements, that footprint, what I could see of it, was exactly in the right place. And you know how loose that neck joint fitted. I want plenty of things to line that neck up with. Now I could have put the neck in there and shimmed it and lined it up with the center seam here. But then if the footprint was wrong, then it's going to throw everything off. So I chose to go ahead and do it this way. Use the footprint that was in there. I don't know if that was, maybe they didn't send him any templates, and this was the way they did it at the time this guitar kit was built. I don't know. I just don't know that. But rest assured, I'm sure that the intonation is going to be fine on this guitar. Nothing to worry about, unless that footprint was completely off. But it's not, because like I said, according to my measurements and measurements I have taken on D28 Martin guitars with a sound hole the original size, which this one is, it was exactly in the right place. That's why I went ahead and put the bridge on first. And then that'll give me another anchor point, so to speak, to align the neck with. You come up over the center seam of the top through strings 3 and 4, the center of the bridge, and then the center seam up here. And I have that's 3 anchor points right there I have to align the neck with. Before, all I would have had was the center seam back here, And who knows, I've seen them off. The guitar I had here not very long ago, the center seam was off on it. I don't know how or why, but I remember it being off. If I had done that, in this case, put the neck on and went by that, if it was off, and then there'd be no way I'd have to take the neck off of it again. So I went ahead and put the bridge on it first. That's why. No worries, the intonation's going to be fine. In the end, you'll see it's all going to be good. Cheers to you. Thanks for watching.